talent kind of moving around.
Stand for the pledge.
I would stand up, but I'm sorry.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we gather today and ask your blessings upon this Rotary Club, Rotary members around the world, especially those Rotary members attending the International Convention in New York. All this in your name.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone on Facebook. As you can see, we have some special guests with us live from Houston. First thing I want to get to is, John, if you join me up here, please.
Sure.
I don't look like Chris Hendricks, and that's because I'm not. But Chris is one of our Eagle Scouts that we sponsor in Troop 152 and is the recipient of our Eagle Scout Scholarship Award for $500 that we've routinely given to an Eagle Scout from our troop that's been in good standing with the troop and is a graduate from the Rensselaer community. Chris could not be here this afternoon, but I will see that he gets this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce the guests that are here with us. We have live from Houston. We have at the Rotary International Convention. We have our current president, Mike Pruitt, District Governor Jane Roush, and District Governor nominee Ed Van Wyck. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go, each one bring one. Oh, we can do better than that. Each one bring one.
Each one bring
Thank
one.
you. All right.
Year to get them through.
Well, let them take it away. Hi,
Hi, Missy, thank you for making them do it. I love that. Wow, we're a lot of energy on this end. I don't really know how many's in the crowd. He hasn't flipped it around yet. I'm kind of looking at myself. I don't know. I'm not a very good tech guy, but man, these people around me. I want to introduce this handsome fellow back behind me. Can't talk. This is Jane's other half, maybe better half, sometimes half. This is Alan Roush, and it's good to all. And we've had a lot of fun. Learned a lot of stuff. It's my head is full, and we're just happy to be here. I've asked both. First, we're going to let Ed start here. I've asked both of them to kind of share just here we're sitting in a convention center. You see it behind me. I'll take you on a tiny little tour. We're right here at the information booth, and we'll just kind of walk around maybe a little bit with the iPad. It'll be quite interesting. We'll see if everybody gets sick. But Ed's going to share with us, first of all, just some of his insight and from Houston.
Well, thank you, Mike, and good afternoon, everyone there in Rensselaer. It's good to connect this way. This has been so far really amazing. The highlights for me so far happened on yesterday, and this was a presentation introduced by the General Secretary, John Yuko, who is from Ukraine, and he had a guest who is a female oncologist who actually traveled from Ukraine by road to Poland and then through a long journey arrived here with some other people from Ukraine. And she was able to share with us what is going on and how Rotary International and you and all of us are helping in the effort to make sure that the wounded there are being treated and that the treatment of people with cancer continues there. That was just very emotional, incredible. What's a witness and what we can do as Rotarians when we join together. The other thing is that we've had some fun side trips. We went to the Space Center yesterday. And that's also an important part of Rotary, having fun and meeting in person together. I mean, you all should be here, not on Zoom. We've done that. We've been there. And then lastly, and then I will pass it over to Jane, is that it is always fun to be together with Rotarians, especially with this guy here.
Okay. Well, Ed kind of shared some of the amazing things that I would have experienced also. I think amazing just really sums it up. This is my first Rotary International Convention in person, so I'm just amazed at the cultural opportunities, the people that we have met, the groups that have come together and just embrace each other and communicate with each other, but then the impact that we can provide. You know, we know we're doing it locally and we're doing it in our communities. And as you have reached out to the groups in Kentucky and throughout our area, but then we just talk about how it expands. Like we talked about the lady from Ukraine, the physician. She, phenomenal, brought tears to my eyes because we can't even imagine what they're living through. She talked about trying to do surgeries with sandbags covering the windows while she's listening to bombs outside while she's trying to perform surgery on an individual. And my heart just went out to her because, as she said, and what we all believe is, we're here to help others and to do better for others. And she's doing everything she possibly can. And then there's people trying to be disruptive and destructive. So, but then just the camaraderie. I had the chance yesterday. My district governor class, for the most part, has not been connected in person. And we had the opportunity yesterday. We're called Shaker. Our current president says he's the shaker and we're the movers. And so all of Shaker's movers got to meet together and just see each other for the first time in person. And that was just really special. So I encourage any of you, if you've ever even thought about trying to attend one, make that opportunity available at some time during your Rotary future, because it's a great opportunity to not only meet those close to us and spend some great quality time.
Wow, you didn't even make it through that with a straight face.
That's right. Fun times for sure, but also just the meaning and the impact that we as Rotarians provide each and every day, and it's phenomenal.
This is a couple of these 3 here. We really have bonded. We've had some good times together, and I've had an audience, so therefore, I like this good. And Chris, do we have a crowd camera today? I'm sorry to be I'm just curious. I usually flip that around. I was just curious if there was anybody else out there, but that's okay. Sometimes he has a couple of them set up, but I do want to say that not only is it in this small group that kind of connectivity, but man, you would be surprised at who all says hi to you. I mean, it's like, for example, I think one of the first awe moments for me was when I got off the plane. I'm walking to pick up my luggage, and a guy walks up to me and he says, "Welcome, Rotarian." And I went, "What?" And then I realized I had my briefcase that you gave us from Pat's, and it had the Rotary emblem on it. And he was quick before I could even get my luggage. And that's just kind of the tone that you have. Just great people. About 11,000 people. We always say we got to hurry and go to lunch because all our 11,000 friends are fixing to show up. So, and that has been true more than once. Chris is getting me there we go. Now we have a shot. Thank you, Chris. I was curious who all was there. Hi, everybody. You can see us. Good job, Chris. You're the on. There's the mayor. I see Sue. No, that's Romper Room. Anyway, so it's been a really good time just connecting with Rotarians around the world. I have just a little sermonette that I prepared just for this moment because this is kind of my part. I'll try to get through it without getting choked up. These guys definitely talked probably about one of the most moving moments was the surgeon talking from Ukraine. The second one to that was the entire house rising to their feet when Ukraine's flag was presented, and it was moving. It was a moment when you realize what I would call the solidarity of America. The flags were presented with this presentation. There are more flags and more nations of Rotary represented than there is in NATO. And of course, tongue in cheek, it was mentioned maybe we should take that over. We might be able to do a good job. But I'm not here for political reasons. But that was cool. It's been those, and there was a couple of those times that during the meetings when Ukraine's meeting was, our name was mentioned during the meeting, that you could feel the peace, the love, the camaraderie that surrounded those people. And there's big groups around that entourage the entire time. I've seen them in the halls and what have you. So it's those kind of things. Last night at the bar, I know that's shocking to everyone, but we spent a little time there. We had some extra time, and that's about as deep as I'm going into that. But we had one of the servers come up to our table, and I thought this was very interesting, and it said a lot about us. She's worked at the Westin where we're staying for like 15 years. And she said, I finally had to ask somebody, what is a Rotarian? She said one of the fellow gals that was younger than her looked over at it and said, oh, they're just a bunch of do-gooders. And you know what? That's the best compliment I think I've ever had. And so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. What Rensselaer does, we're do-gooders. That's what we are. We're doing God's work. That's what Shaker said. And it doesn't matter really who your God is. We're doing God's work. It's not how you worship or who you worship. We're doing God's work ultimately. So I want to say thank you. I did want to say it's official. I did register. I am at the convention. So that's actually for Matt. You'll have to see that later. There's proof. So I'm gonna walk you around real quick and just show you. It's gonna take less than 5 minutes. We've got lots of time. Is there any questions? I don't know. Can we do that? I'd be glad to answer some questions. I'm waiting up because I can't hear real well. Is that a possibility, Chris?
Yeah, hang on.
Did you get a sense that the Ukrainian people know how much they're supporting the United States?
So John Ayler wants to know, did you get a sense that the Ukrainian people know how much they're supported in the United States?
Oh my goodness, they were in tears. Absolutely. Overwhelmed. Yeah, great word. Again, some of this is going to be available. Someone told me last night, Rotary YouTube is going to have on it all of the speakers, is what I was told last night. And that was the first of me hearing about that. I don't know when that will happen, but if you can hear that Ukrainian surgeon speak, that would be certainly to this point, probably the highlight. Absolutely. They know they are supported. And she was on a thread her entire talk of about 20 minutes of just breaking down. I mean, you can just tell that, yes, they feel very blessed. Anybody else?
Nope, nobody's saying anything.
All right. So I'm gonna flip this camera around. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I should practice. Practicing. Sorry, I'm trying not to kill everybody. Here we go. Nope, I can't do that. It's gonna be this.
It's a button in the upper left.
Please hold. There we go. Here we go. We're going for a walk. So there's a lot of things to see here real quick. I'll try to start over this way because this is the way we came in. There's one of the very first banners. You see them hanging up overhead. And most of these are the focuses of Rotary as they start. And then I'm just going to turn around, and this is kind of how we come into the hallway. And you see Rotary's action plan up ahead. It's a huge, obviously, huge place. That's where we're setting over there. This is the very first booth that, of course, that we came to, and just all the way down through there. I get right now, I'm averaging 13,000 steps a day, pretty close. So there is something going on right now. They're waving at me. I'm going to sneak in here real quick. I thought, okay, so here's the actual meeting room. It's 11,000 people. So this is what's really going on. I can't do any zooming or anything, but you cannot hire so that gives you a real good idea. I know you don't want to set through a whole, but it is big. This place is just huge. There's our illustrious people there. So again, very beautiful place. Is there any questions from anybody?
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Chris wants to know if you've ran into Evan in the Rotary suit yet.
You know, I have that. I've looked for him, and no, I was kind of surprised. He's normally on the. He's normally actually on the stage, and I don't know. There might be. I will keep looking. I'll let you know, Chris. But I know that was one of my missions.
Chris also wants to know, how do you miss a 7-foot-tall Australian?
Well, apparently it's pretty easy because I sure as heck can't see him. So. Well, that's pretty much everything that I got, guys. I'm going to probably cut out of here unless there's something else needed, because I know you don't want to look at my face this close, and I don't really want you to. So I appreciate getting to be here. I appreciate getting to share this with you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And we're just going to keep after this. I'll be home. I need somebody to pick me up at the airport 1:30 on Thursday morning. I'm kidding. I'm all right. But that's actually when I'll get home. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. See you when I get back.
All right. Okay. So little tidbits of information that Mike has given me. The color guard for the fire department. We want to thank REMC, BSA, Hillcrest, Mr. Mayor. We still need $800 to complete this project if you'd like to donate. Our next meeting will be at Fenwick's at 5:15 on Tuesday. Mike put out a new calendar, so make sure you're checking your emails to get that. Change of Gavel is also June 24th at Fenwick's at 6 o'clock. And I think that's all the updates I have. Anybody want to do fellowship? If not, I'll make it a bet.
My class of 1962, Rensselaer has their 60th class.
60th class reunion. That's awesome. Anybody else? Happy? Anything? Give me something. No? Okay. All right. And then we're going to do the 50-50 real quick.
No.
Just says Orville on it. 368.
368. You got that? All right. Hi, Aunt Cecile. Thank you for joining us. And thank you to everyone else that joined us too. There's your ticket. All right, I'll take your ticket. All right.
I get to draw one.
Yep, you draw one.
Okay.
Oh, the 3 of hearts. No go.
trying to tear this up.
Yep, I think you tear it up. I'm still learning. Okay, so I think that's all I have. Anything else? Okay, let's stand for the four-way test, please. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be official